Previously on Sister Wives.
I love this property. It goes clear back.
If Janelle were to move, it would devastate me.
So Tony and I are pregnant with twins.
With twins.
Oh my gosh, that is so much work.
Mary told me that she was going to go to meet with our church leaders and basically request a divorce. It's called a release in our church.
I've been living in limbo. Just not gonna keep doing that.
It's been done and over for years.
He's not talking to me. I think I'm gonna have to lawyer up.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club. Because it was my club and I got kicked out of it.
We're going to go to a wedding, and they don't want to have anything to do with the fact that we're public, so we're just going to have a good time there. The bride and groom, last time I talked to the bride, they'd been told that Cody wasn't going to go. Same thing with Robin. I don't know if she's even going to go.
I think the goal is to just be friendly. Not friends, but friendly. I'm a little nervous. I am. I'm a little nervous just to have us all together.
I spoke with the bride and groom at one point and said, I think maybe I better not come. The reason I suggested I shouldn't go is just all the hate that I'm getting from family members. Mostly just all the talk from Christine and Janelle. We're all culpable in this. I'm out of Coyote Pass and remeasuring things. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best configuration. I don't know the answer. I don't think Janelle and Mary are going to end up there. And to be honest with you, it's a source of a lot of heartbreak for me.
The person who's getting married specifically asked Cody and I to come. It's a little tense. I am a bit concerned about Solinar getting sort of caught up in that. I don't want them to get hurt.
I don't want to be there with people looking at me but not talking to me. I'm still terribly hurt by everything that has happened. And so I'm not in the place where I'm like, oh, I'm just forgiving you guys, so it's all good now. I'm just not there yet.
The last wedding we went to, gosh. It would have been Aspen's and Mitch's. Was the last wedding. What a difference, right?
Aspen and Mitch got married over 4 years ago. And gosh, a lot's happened in 4 years.
Yeah, Aspen and Mitch's wedding, we're a team still.
I love you, and I'm so excited to have you by my side for the rest of my life.
Oh my gosh, the whole day was great. Cody and I were great. At that point, I never thought that I'd be leaving.
He's officially part of the family.
I know, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's just so painful to think of where we were at back then, at least where I thought we were at. I don't know. I don't even know anymore what's real anymore.
Aspen got married a month and a half, 6 weeks before we moved to Flagstaff. And that was really our last hurrah. If I really am honest about how everything was at Aspen's wedding, it was wonderful. Even for Christine and I.
We're not the same family that went to Aspen and Mitch's wedding, or McKelty's wedding, or Maddie's wedding. We're not the same. This is a very different family. Sadly enough, McKelvey and Tony and Avalon can't come. The doctor put her on extreme bed rest because she's pregnant with twins and she's due in a couple of weeks. So the doctor's like, no, you're not going. Which is crazy because she's like such a good mediator. We're all adults and we got this. I think we'll be okay.
I am nervous about the initial interaction, and then after that, I don't care, because I can ignore everybody after that.
Yeah, between me and Christine, it's just hostile.
So you can hear the hubbub. I don't know why I'm nervous. I have butterflies. Yeah, I mean, my kids are upset with their dad, but they're not going to make a scene or do something stupid. This is just going to be ignore each other and pretend like you don't exist, basically, I think.
The kids don't need to be involved in the issues with their parents.
Oh, I wish that things weren't like this.
The last time all four of the adults were together, Isabel's graduation party. I mean, that's the last time a lot of us were together, was Isabel's graduation party. That was like over a year and a half ago. This is the deal. We say a lot of things behind each other's backs. We just do, and it's pretty terrible to hear what everybody says about everybody behind their backs. I can't stand knowing what everybody thinks about me. I would hope that we can all behave.
So I'm home from the event, and it was a little bit bittersweet because we didn't really talk to each other. Cody, Robin, I nodded at Mary. Christine and I sat together with the kids. Cody and Robin sat elsewhere. I waved at Mary. We talked to Mary. We didn't really talk, but saw her. It's just so weird.
Being at the wedding was a little bit awkward just because there are some people in the family that don't really want to interact with me. I'm kind of in the middle of this breakup. It's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, there's definitely people who are okay with me being in their presence, and those are the people that I hang out with. You know what I mean?
Cody did kind of at least say hi to me a couple times in passing, and it's just so weird. I'm not quite sure. Look, I'm happy. It's obviously over. But just so weird after 30 years or whatever. And we both have said many things about each other, but or whatever, trying to justify our case, but justify the case for why we feel the way we do.
Robin and I were put over kind of in a corner, probably for our safety. We were just in the back. And Robin saying, this is just not right. That this family isn't together, that we're not one family.
Some of the family came up and gave me a hug, and I just embraced them back, and I got an I love you from Gabe, and I told him I loved him back.
I saw Janelle, and I didn't want to talk to her. It was hard. I was, whether I'm right or wrong, it just still feels just deep wounds of betrayal for me. There were so many family members that it was just like, hi, I love you, and let's get away from each other. I just inserted myself as best as I could into the fun. It was awkward enough.
It's just weird. It was so weird to be at this event and to act like we didn't even know each other or were acquaintances.
I saw Christine there as well, but I didn't talk to her. I did feel like some people were trying to look like they were having more fun than me. I mean, this is how childish this whole divorce has been. Such a teenage drama. I don't like you any more than you like me. You know, it's civil war. Total civil war.
I felt like there could have been more positive interactions there that weren't there.
It's over. It's bittersweet. It kind of hurts, kind of bugs me. But I wouldn't change the trajectory of where I'm going, I guess. It's going to take me a couple of days, I think, to process it, and I'm glad that these events won't be all the time.
Overall, the whole wedding was just sad for me. We used to go places as a family, and now it's like those who were my partners are now almost like enemies. It's awkward.
I don't know what the solution is. Separations are harder than I thought. Divorces are harder than I thought.
When Christine moved my stuff out of the house and she said, I don't want you to stay here anymore, it felt like a betrayal, but I wasn't sure that she was being serious. And I'm looking back now and feeling how stupid that was of me. For Christine and I think that if we would have just broken up as friends, it would have been better for the whole family. Like, make it so we could get back together another time instead of polarizing everybody.
I'm dealing with some of my own just situational depression. And I miss family members.
Mary and I have officially broken up, I think. If I were single and Mary was single, would I date her? No, I wouldn't. She is upset that I've dragged this out so long. I don't blame her. I'm looking in this triple breakup, like Christine's, then Janelle, and now Mary. I don't want Mary to be in this place where she's taken this toll, this direction that both Christine and Janelle have taken. Oh yeah, I need one more enemy right now. So I'm trying to be in this place with Mary where it's like, hey, can we just be friends and move on? Janelle and I don't really communicate very much. To be really honest with you, I don't understand why we can't reconcile.
When I moved to Flagstaff, Cody found it a lot easier to be away. A couple times I had to remind him that he needed to come to my house. Like in the very beginning, he's like, well, I'm really tired. I'm like, well, you can rest at my house just as much as you can rest at Robin's house. It just started to become more separate and more reasons to just be separate.
They never do?
No, these
Well,
are
they
three. There's three.
Oh, so that's not stairs.
Good.
That's not. Oh, whoa.
Uh-oh. Okay.
There's some apples.
What's so exciting?
Caramel apples. Okay,
No,
remember
we
that
do it
we're...
upside down the other way, don't we?
There are more relationships that are struggling now. I've tried several times to reach out to family members to want to talk and to the kids and stuff like that, and they're just not ready, I guess, because I just don't hear back.
If I can I go from the middle or can I use?
You can go from the middle and the sides, but not from the top.
All right, so you go first because you're the youngest.
So we're starting
When I talked to Janelle about our relationship, she's like, I'm just enjoying my time away from you. Oh, Mom, I didn't even leave you a chance, did I?
I'm so mad at us for doing what we did to our family, and that we collectively messed with something that was working.
You got it over.
We didn't even get anywhere with that. That game's lame.
We?
All right.
What do you mean we?
Well,
Don't
we
we
as a
totally-
family, as a group, the rest, all of you got to pick one, and that was it. My day-to-day is I've got this family in my house with my wife, Robin, and we have a day-to-day, we have an experience. Every summer, the girls are doing music all summer long. We do stuff like this game right here. Only it's usually with guitars and music. Yeah, that was one and done. That was how that went.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Crazy.
We have this nice family experience, almost perpetually. And if you get through this one, I won't have any more carameled apples.
Wow.
Because I'm betting, I don't think she can get through this one.
Oh, Lindsay said yes. That was stuff.
No,
Be careful. Why'd you bet that?
because I didn't think she was going to last.
Solomon and Ariella they are not really tracking what's happening in the family. We had to go through COVID, and it sort of prepped them for this separation that's happening.
Apples again.
I'm really struggling with the idea of whether or not I remind them about their siblings and talk about them and show them the pictures and stuff like that, because that's going to create the question of where are my siblings? Why aren't they seeing me? Why didn't they send me a birthday card or something like that? Why aren't they here for my party? Where are they? And why aren't they here? Every once in a while they ask, is our whole family coming? And I'm just like, no, not this time.
With Robin, there was always a very separateness. My children were scolded if they would open up Robin's fridge.
When Robin came in the family, there was a lot of tension and conflict, just because whenever somebody new comes in the family, it just is. It's what happens.
Mary across the board was very accepting of my kids and I, but the rest of the family really struggled to accept my kids and I. All we wanted to do was be a part of this family.
My kids didn't like going over there because they saw that Robin and their dad were a couple, and he wasn't in our home. So they were frustrated at different things.
Christine and I were always romantic at her house. And I think we've forgotten that. My memory about Robin coming in the family doesn't come with nearly as much angst and frustration and struggles that we had 30 years ago. My marriage with Mary, Janelle coming in the family, Christine coming in the family, the experience of that coming together for years was just difficult. I remember Ari just making a little statement one time, I don't like Christine. And I kind of corrected her to say, you don't know her at this point well enough to like her or not. Well, she left Dad and I don't like her. Well, that showed some loyalty, and here's the dumb thing is I understand it. I tried to correct it. But that same kind of loyalty is happening amongst others in the family. Ari's the youngest. Of course she should act like a child.
When I say go, I'm gonna use.
One experience I had was I was trying to leave the house. I was headed to Janelle's.
It's getting interesting.
Ariella was melting down. She grabs my leg and won't let me leave. And I'm like, Robin, I need you to drag her off of me. And she says, she's expressing herself. You're going to have to take 5 minutes and let her do it. But I had to explain to her, there's another wife that needs me, another mommy. I got other kids that I need to see me. She's just dragging along on my legs, screaming, don't leave me, Daddy, don't leave me. And I'm like, golly, man, this is hard.
My kids were always from the very beginning, they knew that their dad was going to always be there. I always felt like that Cody and Robin mismanaged the situation with her children. He couldn't be away for more than 3 or 4 days because Ari just gets so sad or whatever. I feel like that was poor parenting. Through all history of the family, the other kids did it. And they're fine. They're well-adjusted adults. I think they're fine.
She loves her dad. She wants to be around her dad, yes. But did it ever stop Cody from going to another mom's home? No, it didn't. I wouldn't have allowed it. So,
I got it out. I didn't know.
It wasn't you. It was the staff.
I'm going through a lot of mourning, loss and grieving of the relationships, and dealing with some of my own just situational depression from it. It's just so sad. And I miss family members.
What I'm thinking is, with time going on and just a phone call once in a while, that these relationships will come back, and then I'll be like in full fellowship with my children again.
It's not normal to see Cody smiling lately because of everything that's been going on with the family and stuff. He's really struggling. It's just completely devastating what has happened to us. Devastating. Just over the top.
You are set up for an induction. I'm going to turn it to a C-section. Are you okay with that?
Losing the chance to be able to hold my child first thing right on my chest in my arms is something that I'm just having a hard time. Something that I'm just having a hard time with.
Ready for this? Yeah, ready. Come in. Hi, Dr. Bean.
How are you?
I'm good.
Getting excited?
Yes, getting ready.
Dr. Bean was my doctor when I had Truly, and we've been friends ever since. He was the second person I told we were moving to Vegas back when we were moving forever ago. Anyway, I love the guy. I'm also getting excited.
Well,
Oh, God, let me pretend here.
you got the easy part.
I-
Where you just get to enjoy the movie.
Yes, so true.
All right. I think you are pregnant.
Oh, well, I gave it away. I was kind of hoping I'd hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hide this. You want to know how many?
53.
Pretty close. 52.
You're measuring 52 weeks. You're only how many weeks?
37.
52 weeks is just the size of her. What we're really looking for and what the real concern is how big are the babies getting for them to be born naturally, because she wants a natural birth.
All right, we're going to take a... Tell you what, I'm going to look at the babies first. Just make sure of the position. Yeah, there's the head.
Oh, we can see him. Can we see them? Yeah, that's the cranium.
Yep, that's it right
Oh my gosh.
Both feet down, breech.
Yep.
Oh, their feet down. That's what breech means.
Feet down. Unfortunately, I can't turn this baby. So we just gotta see what happens, okay? So next week, you are set up for an induction. I'm gonna turn it to a C-section. But if this baby's head goes down
The next 6 days.
in the next 6 days,
Is there anything that she can do to help the baby's head go down?
you know, when you just have singleton, there are some things that can be done, and there's some things we can do. With twins, it's hard. It's just, there's just not.
Because there's not enough room and stuff.
There's just not enough room.
I know McKelty's trying very hard to have these vaginally, and I'm all for that because I've had a C-section and the recovery is very hard from it. The vaginal birth is better at home or without the painkillers. I know it sounds hard, but the recovery is 10 times easier. And when you have C-section, I mean, they basically cut open your abdomen. So they've cut all those muscles. So think about anytime you turn in bed or you try to sit up or any kind of movement, and it's really miserable.
So, are you okay with that?
I'll get over it.
I'm sorry.
Better a scar than a scarred kid.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it.
Losing the chance to be able to hold my child first thing right on my chest in my arms is something that I'm just having a hard time with.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing, I don't know if it's a bigamous thing, I don't really know, but I was always raised that natural home births were the best way to go. I loved the recovery of the home birth. It was wonderful. Also, an epidural, though, kicks butt. So, you know, it's a tough call. McKelty likes as natural as possible, and the girl's as tough as it gets.
We can't change reality, but we can change what our expectations are. Okay?
I'll take the safer option.
Okay, sounds good.
It is what it is. And I'd rather my kids be safe and healthy and me be safe and healthy versus the possibility of something wrong happening.
I prefer home births to hospital births. Most births are just natural. It's a very natural experience. Birthing is very natural.
So we can't be in there if it's a C-section.
Because we'll be
So we'll be like in the waiting room, right?
Yeah. Every extra person that's in the OR, it's an infection risk. And so that's why they don't let your favorite mother.
It's interesting.
Awkward.
But not that it wasn't awkward during your delivery when the questions were being asked about.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Yeah. When I was in labor with Truly, I was sitting there in the hospital and Cody and Dr. Bean were talking about Mary's infertility issues.
So who would you recommend for a fertility doctor? What do you mean? If we wanted to do in vitro fertilization.
Why that?
Because I've got a wife who only has one.
Dr. Bean knew we were a polygamist family already. We'd been upfront, we'd been open with him, he knew everything.
While I'm here, like in labor, it's kind of classic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Talking about the other wife's fertility.
Yeah.
Mary and Christine have
I
always
was
been.
looking at you as like, she doesn't have any problem. She doesn't have
Mary and Christine have always had a really close relationship.
Yeah.
He just thought it was really funny too, that here I am in labor talking about Mary's infertility stuff but I mean, whenever you're gonna get an opportunity to talk to somebody, so it was fine. It was great.
Hopefully we see you in 6 days. Hopefully not sooner.
I know.
6 days.
I'm excited for you.
Me too.
Okay.
Please. Thank you.
So I'm hoping that everything goes right, everything's good. I don't need to see Dr. Bean until then, because that means that everything's going right if I don't have to see my doctor. The next time you see me, I won't be pregnant. Weird.
And those doors are so hard to see because your child is on the other side. And there's nothing you can do to help them. Today is the day before the twins are going to be born. They're going to be born tomorrow. Isn't it so weird you can schedule a day for a birth?
I'm excited for these little babies to come. Really excited.
This is a really big deal to me, and I'm excited to be there and be grandma and just support them through this.
How you feeling there?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm ready.
I'm hoping Christine's cool and easy about this too. I don't want any drama. I don't want any stress. I mean, I care about Christine. I want her to be happy, and I respect and honor her position as McKelty's mother.
I'm ready to be done.
Whoop, whoop. Forever. This is the last time we're going to be pregnant.
Yes, this is the last time I will ever, hopefully, knock on wood, this is the last time I will ever be pregnant again. I love the idea of, in the future, maybe having more kids, but they will not come out of my body. Pregnancy is miserable. It is literally awful. I've come to terms with it. Like, I'm gonna get over the fact that I can't have them vaginally, but I'm not too happy about it.
But you'll be able to see it too, we were saying.
Yeah,
It's not the cloth here though, right?
Sorry. So I'll have like a curtain. I'll have a curtain over in front of my face, so I won't be able to see them actually do the procedure. But Dr. Bean did say that he would put a mirror down there, so if I wanted to, I could.
Why?
Why not?
Sign me up for that too.
Put you in like
So cool.
I want to see it because if I can't feel it, I want to at least know what's going on. They have to like cut layers by layers too, because they got to cut the muscle and the skin, and then they've got to cut the uterine wall, and it just sounds so cool. A little gruesome.
I wonder how Avalon's gonna react.
She's gonna have siblings, plural.
It'd be great. And no one's ever left out with 3 kids. No one's ever left out. There's always someone.
She'll be left out a lot. They're twins. They're gonna stitch together. I'm really excited about tomorrow. The next time you see me, I won't be pregnant.
Weird.
McKelty has her C-section scheduled. I loaded up my car and I drove there, and on the way I picked up Maria, Tony's mom, in St. George. Tony and McKelty, kind of at the beginning of finding out that they're pregnant, said, "We want you at this birth." As far as Christine is concerned, I just made a decision very early on that I was going to put aside any of my hurt, my sadness, or my feelings of betrayal, and that's between Christine and I.
I am going to say something here because McKelty's getting really beat up for this, but, McKelty has a good relationship with Robin. Robin came at a very important time for McKelty and was very valuable for McKelty as a teenage girl. And I don't think any of the kids should be denied or,
looked down on for having a relationship with Cody and Robin.
McKelty and Robin had a really, really special experience together. And what that did is that special experience between McKelty and Robin actually improved the relationship that Christine and I had with McKelty.
When Robin first joined the family, I was trying to figure out who I was, and she made me feel special, and she made me feel seen. Robin was there for me when I needed somebody. She was there for me when I needed somebody to hear me, to love me. Robin gave me a chance to be heard.
I don't think I remember when McKelty told me that Robin would be there. I just always knew Robin would be there. I don't know what there will be for us to do except to wait in the waiting room together.
There's a lot of pain there. I can't predict somebody else's choices or actions, but for me, my plan is to play nice.
I'm ready to give birth. I'm feeling good. I feel like I didn't sleep at all last night. Anticipation the next day, just sleep's not gonna happen.
They came in, they kind of put, McKelty talked to her, and then they put Tony in this, like, looked like a beekeeper suit from, like, head to toe.
Tony's nervous. He's really nervous. They put him in a suit.
You know, we gave McKelty our hugs and kisses, and told her we loved her, and she was willed away.
It's hard. It's really hard emotionally to have your kids have any kind of procedure like that. It was really difficult.
The entire pregnancy, my heart rate never spiked. I never had issues with blood pressure at all. But as soon as I was in there getting the numbing for the epidural and then getting the epidural, my heart rate started spiking and my blood pressure started going up, and I started to go into a panic.
Those doors are so hard to see because you know your child is on the other side, and there's nothing you can do to help them.
I am extremely upset that I can't have Tony in the operating room with me while I get the epidural. The doctors and the nurses in the room were like, something's going on. What's wrong? My body was shaking just because I was just anxiety. The only solution is get me my husband. As soon as Tony entered the room, though, he was finally able to come in. And immediately I started to calm down. I started to feel better because I had him there.
You just trust in these doctors so much that everything's going to be okay. I was really glad Aspen was there. And Robin was there in the room, too. So the three of us just sat and waited for it to be done.
It's just surprising, a little scary, what it takes to get those babies out of her. I was really happy I could be there during the operation because I know it means the world to her, and I want to be there. Seeing everything, really cool. Being there for my wife, super, super important. Having kids come back, best part.
When I have Archer in my arms, I just instantly start calming down and everything's fine. And then Ace comes out, they wrap him up a little bit, and then they bring him over in my other arm, and I'm able to hold him. And at that point, I'm like, this is great. I'm happy. This is awesome. Yes. You'd hear the voices of my moms and Aspen in the other room. It was just like this an incredible experience. I had my boys. They were safe. They were here. They were healthy. And it was just this overjoyous experience of everything's fine.
Robin and Christine are together. I don't know how much they're interacting. I don't know what the experience would be like.
They're not here for each other. They're not here for anybody else. They're here for me. So it's very honoring, humbling, and super special. because this is one of the most incredible and memorable moments of my life, and to be able to share it with my moms, I think is really important to me.
I was handed Archer first, and it was just love at first sight. At the same time, Christine was holding Ace, and so it was kind of like we were, holding... We're just holding our grandbaby together. I just wish it was under different circumstances as far as Chrissy and I are concerned. And it was kind of sweet because for a moment I could just forget all that. Tony McKelty want me there, and they want Christine there. And Tony's mother is really close too. She's at home watching Avalon. She'll be coming in later too. What Tony McKelty want is what's important.
My mom spent last night with us in the hospital to help me with the twins through the night. So now she's gonna go home and hang out and be at home. And Robin's gonna spend the night with us at home to help us with the twins to get through the night. Avalon's there, Tony's mom Maria is there, and then that's it. We're just gonna keep kind of a small house as we go and introduce the boys to their sister.
Hey, buddy. Avalon, do you want to meet your brothers? Do you want to meet your brothers?
Look at the baby.
Wow,
So soft.
she went straight for his eye. She's a tough kid. She roughhouses a lot. And so these are very fragile babies. Like, I was absolutely nervous about her hurting one of them. Look, there's another baby.
Avalon looks stressed out.
Do you need his hat off? Good job. Good job. She finally realized these aren't just babies and they're not toys. They're actual humans and they belong to mommy and daddy. I think it was honestly heartbreaking.
Got him? You got him?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Sure. You're not ready. You're not ready.
I mean, I guess having a plural family, and we at that time all lived together. It was very different than having two parents and one child.
I had 3 wives before I had any children. We sort of did all pitch in with the baby.
It's a big change.
I don't personally recall any of my children being specifically weirded out by a new baby.
Come cuddle. This is when she's understanding.
Okay.
A little bit. I got included. She just left.
I don't know if our kids really had time to grow up to be a toddler to be like, wait a second, who is this other child? There's just always another one coming.
There was some weird stuff that happened. I mean, I had my first child and there was a mother that was jealous.
Come here, Logan. Come here, Mary, calm or something. Come here.
It was Christine who got jealous when Logan was born.
Logan was absolutely lovely. What I was going through was the first year of being in plural marriage. It was so hard. I felt like I lost my identity completely.
Sparky.
Having all those kids that young, we were all involved. It was supposed to be this extremely benevolent experience. And now that it's all come apart for me, I'm just going, was it? Or was it just suppressed jealousy? Was it sometimes suppressed rage? I don't know.
All right, Tony, let's go upstairs. Here, Aspen, will you take him?
Let's go.
This is Archer.
We'll take the long, arduous journey.
Going to shock him. Sorry, baby.
They look nothing alike at all. They're fraternal twins, which means they're not identical. They don't look alike at all, and they look nothing like Avalon.
Oh, stop. Let go. God, don't do that. Robin's gonna stay with us for the next couple days, help us through the night. She's just gonna be here kind of 24/7. Well, this was really nice because Robin was able to get this bonding with the grandkids. So when Robin goes back home, Mom will be able to have her bonding as well with her grandkids. And then Maria being able to come up and have her bonding as well. It's really nice.
Is this the same bed you gave birth to Avalon in?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the bed I gave birth to Avalon in.
All of Robin's kids love Mykelti. She puts a lot on herself. She puts a lot of all of this on herself about bringing the family together and having it be her role. Because she gets along great with Robin. And she gets along great with me. Cody and Robin are grandparents to Avalon. And they'll be grandparents for the twins.
Well, no, I technically gave birth to Avalon on the floor.
Yep, that's true. It's crazy because people think when they split, when they divorce or whatever, that they won't have to see each other, and that's not true. You'll always be in each other's lives somehow or another. I'm going to be the one kind of helping the most, and then I'm sure Christine will kind of step in after I leave, and I'll hand the baton off to her, kind of a thing. So
having Robin there to me just showed that I don't know how long it's going to take for all of us to get back together again and be okay in each other's presence. It was awkward. And it's going to be awkward for a while, and I don't know what the future looks like. We'll do it for our kids, but it's not going to happen anything that I want to have happen soon.
Next time on Sister Wives.
You want some dark meat friends.
This is the first Thanksgiving that Robin and I are having with just our children.
I've heard Cody say how awkward it is to can't show the affection to Robin, and I'm not going to inhibit that.
Robin slept in the closet.
Seriously.
And she had both boys with her, and when they would wake up and be hungry, I'd feed one of the boys and she'd go back to bed.
I said, I'll take the closet. Like, you stay in that bed with her. And she wouldn't do it.
I was putting pressure on Cody to work on his relationships with his kids.
I'm tired of being angry.
Oh, I'm having a hard time not losing respect for you a little bit. I think that Cody should be camping out.
Oh, hello guys, हम आ चुके हैं नए ब्लॉग में। और अभी मेरे एक दोस्त का फ़ोन आया था, अभिषेक नाम है उसका, और बिहार से आया है वो। तो अभी उसको मिलने के लिए जाएंगे और एम्बियंस मॉल में जाएंगे। अभी मॉल्स में या घूमने। बाकी हम फुटेज वगैरह में तो रहेंगे ही, ब्लॉग्स पे तो रहेंगे ही। बाकी अभी उसका भी फ़ोन आता हुआ, मैं चलता हूँ नहाने के लिए, फिर तैयार होऊंगा, फिर उसके बाद निकलेंगे। बाकी मिलते हैं स्पॉट। बाय गाइस। सो गाइस, मैं रेडी हो चुका हूँ और आप चेक कर सकते हो, देखो फिलहाल तो अभी है। अभी मेरा दोस्त भी आ गया मुनीर के मेट्रो में, तो अभी उसको पिक करने जा रहा हूँ। फिर उसके बाद चलते हैं मॉल, फिर जाके देखते हैं वहाँ की मौज मस्ती। सो हेलो गाइस, हम आ चुके हैं यहाँ पे। क्या नाम है? एम्बियंस मॉल है ना। ये रहा ये बड़वा मेरा दोस्त, ये खुद बड़वा, ये आया था सारा बिहार से। इस जूते के चक्कर में आना पड़ा मेरे को यहाँ पे। मौसम चेक करो भाई, हैं? और ये भोंसड़ी वाले जो मैं क्या गांड मारने आते हैं यहाँ पे अकेला? ये गांड मारने तो आए हैं, जिससे मिलने आया उसी की तो गांड ले रही है। आज संदीप की मारूंगा अच्छी तरीके से। संदीप की अच्छी तरीके से आए आज उसका बरेडी में तो काम करता ही लगेगा फिक्स है। पक्का? हाँ पक्का। तू लगवाएगा पैर आज जो चूना लगना? नहीं वैसे वो करवा देगा, पर लगवाएंगे। संदीप को बोले, संदीप और भूख लग रही है, संदीप भूख लग रही है। अब एक काम करेंगे, उसको बोलेंगे संदीप शिफ्ट से ना उठ के आ जा अभी आधे घंटे के लिए। हाँ आधे घंटे के लिए कह रहा है, अभी मैंने ब्रेक लिया हुआ था, अभी देगा नहीं। अरे बोल देंगे उसे, बैठ तो मैं बोल दूंगा, उससे बात करेंगे। बाकी मौसम चेक करो, कितना अच्छा मौसम हो रहा है। देख बहन की यहाँ लाइट भी मस्त चल रहा है, रसीने वाला मौसम। ये साला पागल हो गया ये। दिल्ली में आके भैंस की पहले दूसरे दिन ही एक बंदी ने एलिगेंस लगा दिया कि ये मेरी फोटो ले रहा था। गुजारे अपने वाला थी। हाँ भाई, वो कह रही थी फोटो नहीं ले रहा था, मेरे तरफ मोबाइल करके दिखा रहा था। तो मोबाइल दिखाने से क्या होता है भैंस की आँख। वीडियो चेक करो, वीडियो भी है, देख वीडियो भी। कोई बात नहीं, अभी हम भी बैठने वाले हैं यहाँ पे। अय्याशी करेंगे, संदीप के पैसे अय्याशी करेंगे, पेमेंट पे ही और करेगा अय्याशी। हाँ वो तो कटवा लेगा दुल्ला, बहुत पैसा उसके पास। देखो मुझे यहाँ पे एक लड़की पसंद आई है, वो बुला रहा है थोड़ी बढ़िया। हमारा ऑर्डर भी आ गया। वो बुला रहा, दोस्त बुला रहा, बुला आ जाओ ऑर्डर लेने के लिए।
अरे तुमको बुला रहा है यार,
जाना पड़ेगा भाई। चलो आ जाओ ऑर्डर लेने के लिए। ऑर्डर लेने चल रहा है, तो खाएंगे आराम से फूड। अभी एक और चक्कर लगेगा बोल रहा हो, बोल रहा भाई वो। तो हमारा मील आ चुका है भाई, हमारा मील आ चुका है, चेक कर लो।
मैं लगाऊंगा।
क्या लगाऊंगा?
पार्टी भाई संदीप भाई।
हाँ, उसका मुंह बन गया बहन की आँख। तो बोल रहा, मैंने बोला दोबारा भी आएगा, वो बोल रहा है। तो हम खा रहे हैं, तो खाओगे? हाँ तू भी ब्लॉग में आ जा। खाते
इसको पार्टी मेरे की वजह से मिली है, नहीं तो
ना मेरा पेमेंट कर दिया वाला, उसका मुंह बन गया। क्या देखो,
मुंह बनने के बाद पेमेंट करने का मजा ही कुछ और होता है।
तो बस पहले उसको अच्छी तरीके से जितनी जल्द आ सकते हैं, फिर उसके बाद करेंगे पेमेंट। बाकी यहाँ का बर्गर तो बड़ा मस्त होता है यार, मज़ा आ गया। क्यों, कैसा लगा टेस्ट? बताओ ऑडियंस को।
अच्छा
मस्त है। तो तू भी सड़ी शकल बना रहा उसकी तरह,
बेचारे का फेस बन गया।
तो पैसा दे तो रहा है, फिर खुश हो जाएगा वो। गाइस चेक कर सकते हो, अभी तो हम आ रहे हैं, अब हो गया अभी लेने के लिए आ गया, मिल गया।
चुपचाप बैठ जा, नाटक मत कर।
क्या हो रहा है?
चुपचाप बैठ जा, नाटक मत कर।
शकल बन गई उसकी?
हाँ शकल तो बन गई है, लाल पीली नीली हरी सब।
गाने की शादी उसकी यार। कोई बात नहीं, किलस ना बनता है, फिर बाद में दे देंगे हम उसे,
बाद में
सरप्राइज है।
और वो
लोग आज हम आ चुके हैं, अब जा रहे हैं, आ चुके हैं कि आप घर ही जा रहे हैं?
अरे भाई 2-3 क्लिक कर दो यार।
जब भी मैं फोन लेता हूँ तभी फोटो क्लिक करनी होती है तेरे को। रुक जा
यार, 2-3
इधर आ, तू इधर तेरे क्लिक करवाता मैं फोटो।
भाई क्लिक कर दे यार, 2-3 पिक यार,
ठीक है भाई। ये देखो आज इसके पैसे चुन रहे हैं, तो सलाह हो रहा है। ऑटो वाले भाई से पूछ रहे भाई कितना। पहले भाई ने पूछा नहीं, पहले बैठ गया आराम से, फिर बाद में पूछ रहे 60 रुपये। मैंने बोला चलो, बोला वो क्या भाई, अब गलती किसकी है? वो आके बैठ गया, तुमको बताएगा क्या भाई, थोड़ा महंगा लेगा भाई ऑटो वाले को। भाई फिर वो बताइए, वो उनका मानना भी सही है। शेयरिंग शकल देखो इसकी, शकल से 50 रुपये भैया, क्या बोल रहा 50 रुपये में मान जाओगे?